Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Donna Just Being Real. My channel is about dating, love, relationships, and toxic relationship advice channel. Alright, so we're going to get back to this one. I guess it's part 2. Yes, I have 2 more to go on this evil Anthony Todt. Yeah, we're going to get into him. Alright, so the other day I showed a little bit clips about him, a little bit information about him. And I'm going to show some more clips, but we're going to basically focus on the interrogation. Now this interrogation, I'm going to let y'all know, ladies and gentlemen, it's a long one. Yeah, how long is it? Yeah, it's about 2 hours. So hopefully everybody's comfortable. They have their crunch and munch, their cocktail, water, whatever it is that you need to get comfy with, whatever. Just sit back and relax and let's watch this. Let's watch the narcissist in action. Yes, the narcissist. Or you know what? I should change this. You know what? I need to change this banner. But I'll change the banner afterwards, okay? So let me just give you a little bit of brief description in case anybody doesn't know about this. They just finding out, okay? And to the people that's watching the replay, please share your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Also hit the like, share if you're into my commentary, all right? And share, share the video out to your social media. Also subscribe if you're into my commentary. Feel free to watch some of my past commentary. Feel free. Check out the end cards, catch out the end screens, and all that good stuff. And if you need to get in contact with me, you can find it in the description, and you can email me. Okay, you have a views request, or you need a coach, anything like that, let me know, and we can go from there. All right, brief description. This monster right here, Anthony Todt. Yep. Anthony killed his wife and 3 kids. In 2019, a family member called the police for a welfare check. The second welfare check, that is when they discovered that Anthony had killed his wife and kids, the 3 kids. This monster was living in the house with the deceased bodies for weeks. Can you believe this? For weeks. He's a sicko. Alright. This monster confessed to killing them by drugging them with Benadryl, Benadryl, and stabbing them to death, claiming that him and his wife had planned it. You got to hear this interrogation. It's just insane. You're going to hear it all coming out the monster's mouth. But the jury did find him guilty in 2022 for 4 counts of first-degree murder, and he also killed the family dog too. Yeah, this monster right here. All right, so give me a sec. Let me just share this. I should already have this set up. Let me share the screen. I'm going to greet the people that's in here real quick before we get started. Okay. But first I'm going to start off with 2 news clips. They short clips. And then we're going to get into interrogation. So whoever's watching replay, feel free to, look at the description so I can put some timestamps in it. Alright, so let me greet the people that's in here real quick. Alrighty, so make sure you hit the like. I said hit the like. Here's a topic. Yeah, narcissistic monster. Okay. And we have Rusty up in here. Rusty in the house. Mod on deck. Someone's here. Has a full belly. Oh, you was eating good. Oh, you a darn good cook. And a full belly. No 6-foot horizontal watching for me. I'll be all right. And hugs and kisses to you. You got jokes, I tell you, Rusty. And Strong got jokes too. Hello everyone, I'm waiting on Donna. Hugs and kisses to you. Hugs and kisses to you, brother. Alright, Mindy, we have Mindy up in here. And hugs and kisses to you, beautiful. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you. And Chris in the house. And good evening, yes, and happy holidays and Christmas to everybody. And all that good stuff. Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, everything. Whatever you celebrate. And may it all be blessings, okay? Alright, so we're going to get ready to get into this one. Who else do I have up in here? Anybody else here? Alright, do I see BG up in here? And blessings to you, and a blessing to you Sunday, and all that good stuff. Alright, so I'm getting ready to start now. Let me just show this clip, alright? And then also we have, wait a minute. We have my co-host here this evening. He'll be in the back and he'll share his thoughts now and then. And that is the real Jack Newtown. Alright, so let me show the first clip. Alright, just showing this little news clip to anybody who doesn't know much about this so you get an idea of everything. Alright, so this first clip that I'm going to be showing, what is the first clip I'm showing? This monster is escorted by the police. Alright, where am I at? Let me pause that. Okay, let's get it. You see, ladies and gentlemen, just look at him. This is what these narcissists do too. You know, just look at him like poor him. He's so distraught. He's so upset. This is a really sick individual. And I bet you during their marriage, when they was together, that there's been a lot of abuse going on. A lot of gaslighting, a lot of manipulation and everything. I bet you. All right, let's resume.
Do you have any remorse?
How you feel,
regret?
Why do you kill your family?
Telling people you couldn't have done this.
What do you have to say to their family?
Tony, what about the dog? What about Freezy?
Aquí están viendo a Anthony Todt, en este momento está siendo
Say something.
a la cárcel del condado Osceola.
Tony, give us an explanation,
Are
Tony.
you sad about this? Estará tras las redes en
Say something.
por asesinato en primer grado.
Gracias, Tony.
This is your last chance.
Tony, the community needs answers.
How long were they in the house with you?
Why? It's your last chance.
This man was in the house with his deceased family that he murdered for weeks. Sneaking out at night, you know, to go and get food and everything so he wouldn't get caught. This man is pure evil. Alright, I have another clip, another small news clip, and then we're going to get into the interrogation. Those are his angels right there. Beautiful. I mean, he's really not attractive. He's a very unattractive man. But he happened to produce some beautiful kids, I guess. Ooh, hold a second, Jack. Let me take you off here. Hold a second. I mean, not take you. I mean, let me change the settings. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, just give me a second. Let me change the settings because I want y'all to hear whenever Jack has to talk. Okay, Jack, you want to say something? See if you're not echoing.
I'm sorry. That's an ugly bastard.
And he produced some beautiful kids. I guess they all came from the mama.
Well, it may be from another man, as far as we know. I mean, think about it. I mean, the kid's good looking, but he's ugly.
I can't. That's my co-host, the real Jack Newtown. All right.
Unless he got some weak genes or something, weak genetics. So he got the shorter weenitis or something. I don't know.
Okay, he's on a roll. Okay, I'm going to get ready to show y'all another clip. Just give me a second here. And I'll agree whoever's coming in here too. I just want to get into these clips here. So anybody who's coming in, please hit the like. Don't think I'm being rude. Just trying to get this going here. All right, here's another clip. Just a quick little news clip to get an idea of this whole story here. And also you can read the description. Let's get it.
Tonight, our first look at the FBI's investigation into the man accused of murdering his wife and 3 children. The federal case linked to health care fraud. Osceola County deputies say Anthony Todt killed his family inside their Celebration home and kept the bodies there possibly for weeks. News 6's Eric Sandoval spent tonight investigating who this man is. So, Eric, what did you find out?
Well, this is just a heartbreaking story to begin with, Jen. You got a hold of this federal investigation today. It was actually unsealed in federal court. And I found out that Anthony Todt is accused of health care fraud. Agents were trying to arrest him at his home in Celebration. They say he owned a couple physical therapy clinics in Connecticut. And when finances got tight, they say he got himself into trouble.
Any explanation as to what happened?
Tonight, Anthony Todt is in the Osceola County Jail, accused of murdering his wife and 3 children. Seen here in photos circulated on social media.
Myself, I cannot understand what would cause a person to commit such evil and horrendous acts.
News 6 found out some of Todt's troubles began last year. That's when federal agents began investigating the physical therapy business he owns in Connecticut, a business he flew to each week from Orlando. They say they found out Todt had been engaging in a health care fraud scheme. They say he submitted fraudulent claims for physical therapy sessions to Medicaid and some big insurance companies. Investigators say his clinics were in financial trouble. They say he had borrowed money from 20 different lenders to keep it afloat. They say in August alone, 1 month's payment for those loans was $99,000. In November, agents say Todt admitted to billing for services he didn't provide, saying he was living above his means. In December, they say Todt stopped responding to them. His clinic closed, and paychecks to his workers started to bounce. And it doesn't stop there. Court records show Todt and his family were also facing eviction in Celebration. Now, early this month, federal agents found out Todt's relatives hadn't heard from them, and tonight he faces 4 murder charges. He's going to face a judge on those charges tomorrow afternoon. Ginger.
Eric, thank you. We posted the entire video of the suspect arriving to jail today. You can watch that and get up.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get into And Do I See Black Lady Jane? And welcome, blessings to you, and happy Sunday to everybody, and happy holidays. Okay, now we're going to get into the what we're here for. All right, let me share the screen again. So let me stop it. Hold just a second. And Los Angeles. All right. So these poor people working there, thinking they're going to receive their checks, pay their bills and everything. And it was all bouncing because of this monster. What a shame. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now we're going to get into it. What we're focusing on now is the interrogation. Yes, let's get into this interrogation. All right, hold it just a second. Okay, this is his interrogation. This was, I think, the day after he got arrested or something like that. But whatever it is, let's watch it. Let's see how the narcissist responds. This man doesn't have no remorse, no empathy, no nothing. He doesn't care because it's all about poor him, like they always feel. Let's get it.
All right. Good.
I see the attorneys up here real quick. Right, I've received an inquiry from the jurors as to whether they may take notes on the transcript. Please remember that pursuant to the instructions, the transcripts are not evidence, so they will not be sent back into the jury deliberation room for consideration if deliberation is required in this case. You are going to take notes. You will be permitted to take your personal notes back for consideration if you're called upon to deliberate. So after the video is shown, the courtesy copies of the transcripts will be collected. You may continue, statement.
Everything okay? Yeah. All right, you're right. What you said? Mm-hmm. All right. Yes. Okay. What was your middle name? John. John? John. John. And spell the last name again? T-O-D-T. Okay. Our case number is 20I004299. Hold on. Let me turn this stupid thing off real quick. Maybe. I can figure this damn thing out, right? There we go. Okay. Just to let you know, I'm recording this. Just like the conversations we had the other day at the hospital. What I want to do is, this is what I read you the other day. I want to have you I'm going to read it to you again before I speak to you, obviously. So Miranda rights. I'm required to inform you that you have the right to remain silent. Do you understand? Can you speak up a little bit? Yes. Okay. Anything you say may be used against you in court. Do you understand? Yes. If you're not entitled to talk to a lawyer before and during questioning, you are entitled to talk to a lawyer before and during questioning. You understand? Yes. Okay. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be provided before and during questioning without charge. Do you understand? Yes. Okay. I know verbally you said yes. If I could be so kind, or if you could be so kind, could I get you can read these? Okay. And I'll throw your signature right there if you can. You can read them verbatim, whatever you want. I know you said yes. Each one will. You got it? Yeah. I know you can't get done. Sure. Yeah. There we go. Sorry. That's okay. And all the items it's here once, but sort of famous to this is probably true, correct? Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I know we're speaking about our investigation, case number 20I004299. What I'll have you do, obviously, you're in a set of handcuffs right now in the Osceola County Sheriff's Office. If I could ask you, could you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear that everything that we're speaking about today is going to be the truth and nothing but the truth, the best of your knowledge, so help you God? Yes. Okay. All right. It's a very tragic event, very unfortunate event. Earlier this week, we were called to your home. Obviously, I'm just doing this. All three of us have already spoken. I don't know what they treated you for. I don't know if it was something to do with some liver, kidneys, or something like that, enzymes or something.
Benadryl overdose.
Benadryl, okay. How do you feel right now?
Regarding health-wise?
Yeah, I mean,
I feel very sad and very upset that I'm still here. And
yeah. Is there somewhere else you'd rather be?
With my family, on the other side.
On the other side?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's so sad and upset that he has to be here. And he wish he was with his family on the other side. Yeah. Bunch of BS. Resume.
And you do know your wife and children are deceased?
Yes, and that's where I want to be.
That's where you want to be? Okay. All right. Well, some
Recordings just got better.
has been made since we last spoke. Okay, I had the unfortunate event of attending their autopsies yesterday. Okay, and we'll get to the kind of the details on that. There are some questions that I have based upon what I've witnessed yesterday and then what we've last spoken about. So, just to clear my mind and go through everything, I'd like you to just start from the beginning, if we can. How we led up to where we're at right now.
Okay. For a while, my wife decided, she began watching these videos, talking about the afterlife, talking about salvation, talking about how family is good. So
slow down a little bit right now. I'm just having a hard time keeping up with you.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Let's speak up.
And in watching these videos and watching everything going on, she presented them to me. And I started watching them with kind of a uneasy, whatever. And the more and more we watched, the more and more I gained an understanding that there is more than this life here. Mm-hmm. A higher.
Nail Gigi, that's it. I was trying to figure out what that E looks like. The Penguin from Batman. Yes, he does. Resume.
Level consciousness. Mm-hmm. And then we started researching, and then we started finding more about the world just coming to the end, the apocalyptic end, and that our families may be separated and enslaved, and to avoid this, to all go together. Okay.
You mean die together?
Die together, that's correct. Okay. So, because my wife's been chronically ill for a while, this really appealed to her, and because it appealed to me also, because she wouldn't be in any pain, family wouldn't be separated, there would be no more sorrow, no more heartbreaking, no more anything. It would be a salvation and everlasting life. Okay. Mm-hmm. So we kept doing our research, reading up things, meditating, and decided that, yeah, this should be a thing. This should be what we should do. Okay. We had sat down and talked with the boys and Zoe just on different things about, death and the way what would happen if mommy died, how would you feel? What happened when daddy died? What do you feel? And because his responses was that we don't want you to die, we want to die with you. Okay.
So when did you guys start talking to the children about this? Or January now?
No, it was before Thanksgiving.
Okay. And your wife first showed you these videos when?
She started watching them, or she first started showing them to me in April.
Okay. And what was she using to watch these?
Her Microsoft Surface laptop.
And that's the one in the blue case?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a flip, yes.
All right. Okay. Go on. So you talked to the children?
Just to get a general understanding what they want to do one time. And they didn't want to live without us. Okay? We didn't point blank say we're going to die and, leave you behind. But, what would you do if mommy and daddy died? And we don't want to live without you. We don't want to live without you. In conversation with my wife, we didn't want to live without them either. We wanted to bring a whole family together and make it transverse together. Okay? So we were coming up with different things of how we could do this. We didn't know how we could do this because we're not violent people. Okay, not violent people at all. First, we said, what if we, started reading different things? If something came on TV about cough medicine, okay, so could they have some cough medicine that would put them to sleep, like overdose of cough medicine, just put them to sleep, and advice peaceful death. Mm-hmm. Okay, so my wife made a pudding pie, jello pie, froze it Nothing happened.
What was in the pie?
What was in the pie? Sleep, ease, these different things with drama, how you, this stuff to put you to sleep.
You said you have a medical background, is that correct?
I have a medical but not a chemical background.
Not a chemical, okay.
Yeah, I'm a physical therapist.
Okay, so you don't have all the terminology and
No.
Is your wife?
She's a physical therapist, no.
Okay.
We look it up and.
Where did you guys look this? I was just fixing to ask, where did you guys do the research at?
We went up and down honestly up and down the aisles of the Publix and asked the drug guy, I can't pharmacist, thank you. You know, what's something good that puts you to sleep, no trouble falling asleep?
When did you guys start doing this research?
I started research before Halloween. But I just intermittently trying to figure out what was going on, you know?
Okay.
We found out that the best drug to use was that it's the stuff in Benadryl. It's the safest way to put away. The safest way to put it in. So it didn't work. So we kept thinking, talking, and just researching different things. And finally, you know, we started researching. We said, we're just going to have to do some sort of examination. Okay? Plead to death.
This man is pure evil. He's full of crap. Just sitting there just lying and lying. Okay, let's resume. I don't believe this woman was with it. Not at all. Let's get it.
Okay? That's how they used to do it way in the back, where they used to do sacrificial things.
You take a plead to death?
Bleed to death.
Oh, bleed to death, sorry. Okay.
Okay. And so we started researching where would be the easiest to stab to do when so the kids could bleed to death, maybe in combination with the sleep drug. Okay. And that's how everything led up to be.
Okay. So that's through research. You guys have found, now you're saying you and your wife did this together? Okay. So in doing all the research and everything, how did we get to Monday morning? What take me back to the holidays? When do you think the children died? That type of stuff.
And so and I can't put those pieces together.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
We wanted the kids to stick around for the Christmas holiday concert because we didn't want to disappoint that.
Did you guys celebrate Christmas Day?
No, the kids were there before Christmas.
Because family is saying that that they spoke with Megan the day after Christmas. Was Megan alive the day after Christmas?
No, she died right the day after the boys did.
Right. I remember you saying that the other day. That's why I've made contact now with your family and with Megan's family. And so Megan's family is 99% sure that looking back through cell phone records and stuff that they spoke with her, not text message. They spoke with her the day.
Exactly, Nell Gigi. Oh my gosh, I can't remember. Yeah, Tuesday and Thursday, I'm going to show some more. And I'm going to show him testifying in court. That was insane. I know exactly what you're talking about, Nell Gigi. So Tuesday and Thursday, stay tuned. I'll be doing it evening time, be Eastern time, around about 7:15, 7:30, Tuesday and Thursday. So stay tuned for some more of this evil man right here. Resume.
The day after Christmas.
No.
And she said the children were sick.
No.
Okay, so you're adamant that they died before Christmas?
Yes.
Okay. The children you said died 24 hours or so a day prior to Megan?
Correct.
Okay, so let's go to the day of their death. How did this go down?
Woke up at 11:30 at night. We set the alarm for 11:30 at night and got up out of bed. And it was to Zoe first.
Okay.
Meg walked into the room and she walked back into her room.
Step by step. So you guys are sleeping in the master room, I'm assuming?
Yes, both things. And the dog.
And the puppy, okay. Which boy was upstairs?
Zoe was upstairs in her room.
Okay.
Alek was upstairs in his room. Tyler was asleep downstairs in the library room.
And why again was he down there?
The two of them were sick, so we kept them apart.
Okay. All right. So, okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. So we walked to the door, Zoe's door. Megan and I hugged and kissed, and pretty much we know what you need to do. Come back at me when we're done. So I went into Zoe's room, and it took me 2 or 3 hours sitting there because it's a tough. But the everlasting salvation and the thought of that everlasting salvation was there, and I needed to save her soul. We wanted her to be with us. Megan kept coming in. What's going on? I'm like, it'll be done in a little bit. It'll be done in a little bit. It's getting past that. I'm not back now. The initial thought was to stab into the umbilicus above the navel, so I could get the inferior vena cava or the abdominal aorta and be bleed out with no time whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
I know I tried. I don't know if I ever punctured it. I don't know if I did or not. I saw a little mark on her, but I don't know if I saw anything. But then she rolled and started swiveling, and I put my hand over her mouth, and I put a pillow over top of her. So she went, and then she started to fade away. And I just held that until there was no motion left.
So you didn't lay on her?
I did lay on her when she lay on her belly. I'm sorry, I laid on her to keep her down, and I put the pillow on top.
Okay. Do you think you stabbed her or no?
I don't know. I didn't see anything.
Okay. So how long would you say it took you to take her life?
The whole motion?
Yeah.
Like from the minute I was sitting in there, or from?
Well, I'm saying once you initially take action. Okay. Did you have a knife with you?
Yes.
Which knife did you have with you?
The small knife.
Which is what color?
Green.
Okay, that's the green buck knife that you talked
Green
about?
buck knife, yes.
Okay, all right. So you had that.
Good question, BG. I'm assuming so, but I think his whole angle was, my thoughts and opinions, a little bit that I've been watching of this trial is, he's just a loser. He didn't want to face the fact that he was so much in debt, he was losing everything was going wrong. So instead of facing his responsibility and, trying to do something about it, he decided he just wants to kill his wife and his kids. Because he's a monster, he's evil, the child of Satan. That's just my thoughts and opinions about it. But he has been convicted. And like I said, everybody, stay tuned for Tuesday and Thursday evening, Eastern time. I'll be showing more of this. That will be around 7:15, 7:30 Eastern. If you can't make it, you can always watch the replay and hit the like. Whoever's coming in, blessings. And shout out to the people in bushes. Hugs and kisses to you and blessings to you. Resume.
In her bed.
Mm-hmm.
So how long from the time that you had the knife out to the suffocation until you think that she was deceased?
I want to say 10 minutes, 15 minutes, right on there. It seemed like that night took forever, so it's hard to really gauge on the time.
Okay. And you said you used a pillow over her head?
Yes.
Was she face up or face down?
She kept moving. I think she was on her back with her head towards the the wall, so in that way.
So for 10 minutes to 15 minutes, you held a pillow over your daughter's head?
Mm-hmm.
How long did she kick and scream?
Only for a couple of minutes.
A couple minutes?
Mm-hmm.
Donna.
I had it on mute all this time. I apologize. Thank you. Thank you so much, Jack. And Connor, hugs and kisses to you, blessings to you. Glad to have you here this evening. I'm so sorry. Let me just say what I was saying. This man, you know, he's just talking like it's like a TV show. Like he's just talking about a TV show like it's nothing. He slaughtered his whole family and lived up in that house for weeks with their deceased bodies. He's evil. Mm-hmm. Yep, evil. Okay.
That's the side effects of little PP energy.
Could be. Mm-hmm. Resume.
So like 2 minutes?
Actually, I had no timer, but yes.
I'm just saying 10 minutes looking back.
And I just held the deck.
That's a long time.
Since?
Did the other children hear her?
No.
Did your wife hear her?
When I kept going up, I felt her in the opening the door to see what was going on and shutting the door and walking back.
Okay.
Because you just see the light coming in.
Okay. So you think the sun was coming up, or was it just the light from the?
It was light from the hallway.
A light bulb. Okay. So now Zoe is deceased.
Mm-hmm.
And what happens next?
Walk out. Stood with Megan in the room for a little while.
How was the body?
How do you mean?
How was the positioning? Where was the pillow?
There was a pillow behind her head, and her hands were out to the side, and I made sure the covers were on top of her, just in essence to keep her warm.
Did she have anything in her hands?
No, I had put a rosary in her hands later on when I moved.
When you moved the bodies?
He said he put a rosary in.
We'll get to that. And that was post-rigor?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, we're getting a little bit ahead of I'm getting ahead of myself, I'm sorry. Okay, so Zoe's gone. You and Megan console each other, whatever you guys have to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then what happens?
We go into Alek's room.
Alek's room?
Yes. The one next to the staff and the one upstairs.
One upstairs, okay.
Yeah. And beforehand, we had talked about the aspect of she's got to hold his feet down, and I'll do the stab.
How old's Alek?
13.
Okay, so he's the oldest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, so what happens?
We walk in. He's on his back. She's just sitting there holding his feet together. We're just in there, just eyeing each other, just gaining the confidence, I guess, you know. And I go to, I stabbed him, and he started kicking, was trying to get up, and he kept rolling. So I ended up putting there was a pillow there, and I put a pillow in the back of his head so he wouldn't hit me with the back of his head. And I reached around with my hand and held his nose in his mouth. And he kept rolling and kicking and rolling and kicking, and then eventually stopped.
Where was Megan at?
Megan left midway through there and went back to the room.
All right. How long would you say it took to kill Alek?
That one I have no idea. It went quickly, but I don't know.
Okay. And there was blood and everything in his bed?
On his bed, yes.
Where did you stab him?
In the stomach, the same spot that we identified as, where you could get the inferior vena cava.
And what area did you call that?
Inferior vena cava?
No. You called it earlier.
Abdomen?
I mean, it's overall the abdomen. I think you used another term earlier. It was the one that you specifically spoke about the navel.
Umbilicus.
Umbilicus.
Yeah, the umbilicus.
Okay. Is that something that you researched in there, or you knew that from your profession?
So researched and learned ahead of time.
Okay.
Especially on a website called Quora.com.
Let's spell that again.
QUORA.com.
QUORA.com.
Yes.
And what is Quora? If I go research this, what is it going to show me?
Quora.com, you can ask anything they want, and it's people feedback. We happen to find it just by looking up knife techniques. And you ask it anything, and they'll show you, and they'll tell you and explain to you the best way to do things and where to do things, suggestions how to commit suicide.
I was going to ask, is it like a suicide website, or is it
It's an everything website.
So I can go in there and say, how do I change the oil on my...
That I don't know.
Is it like medically based, or...
It's not medically based. It's a lot of topics that people talk about, but don't, I guess, talk about on the internet. I just used it for suicidal techniques and also to get ideas how to do it with the knife.
Where were you doing your research on Quora.com?
Started that before Halloween.
Before Halloween?
Yeah.
Where did you learn it? You may have said this. Where did you learn of Quora.com?
I happen to be just researching knife techniques. And it comes up, and a couple of questions came up as, how do I kill myself with a knife? So I clicked on that, and it was Quora.com. So I clicked on Quora.com. There's a lot of stuff out there.
Yes, I know the internet is very crazy. And there's some stuff on it. But when you typed in, when you were talking about knife techniques, like was it how to cut up some steak, or is it how to...
Offensive techniques, defensive knife technique.
Okay. All right. Okay, so you've done your research on that going back pre-Halloween.
Yeah.
Did you have to create any type of accounts or anything like that?
You go in, you ask questions. The suicide ones, when I was asked about suicide, once you click in 2 or 3 times, like the links, it actually verify your age through Google.
Okay.
So you can click out and just do 3 more times without.
So you don't have to have like a login or a silent name or create an account?
You can create an account, but you don't have to.
You don't have to. Do you remember which device you were using when you were researching Quora.com?
My iPhone. I don't know what the phone number for that is. I want to say it's 0742 or something like that.
0742? You mean the passcode?
No, the phone number to it.
For the iPhone?
Yeah.
What was the passcode for that one again?
5108.
5108? Correct. Just for your iPhone, which is what you did the research for Quora.com.
And also my black Surface app.
Surface? Tablet?
Yep.
When did you do this research on the tablet?
Intermittently between.
Is there a login or is there a sign in or only a passcode for your tablet?
The passcode for my tablet is 75. It's a faced one, but I'm pretty sure it's 7577 capital G lowercase ULA.
.com. So just have to okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So getting back to taking the life of Alek. And is it ALEK?
Everybody that's watching, shout out where you from. I'd like to know where your location, where you from. And also to the replay watchers, do the same. All right, we got Wisconsin up in here, Barb. Hugs and kisses to you. Let's get it.
Okay. Alek, who was 13.
Mm-hmm.
You're saying that you were solely responsible for his life loss, his murder. Okay. Your wife, at this point, was aware.
She had gone back to the room.
Okay. Had you given the children any medications prior to this night? I know you talked about the pie or whatever that your wife had made. Up until this point, were the children routinely given any type of medications?
We give them some supplements in there.
Okay.
But
the night in question, they weren't under the influence of anything, they were just normal.
They had the
Yeah.
Oh.
Baby.
What'd you call it, pie or something like that?
pie. Yeah. But then that didn't work that night. I don't remember if we gave him anything because those are two separate nights. We tried the pie one night.
You tried it before.
Mm-hmm. But I don't remember if we tried anything in that next night or not.
So you didn't try to like sedate them or anything like that prior to killing them?
They were asleep. Doesn't make sense, probably wouldn't. We must have given him the cough medicine again. We must have given him the cough medicine again.
I'm just thinking if you're trying to do something like that, and you've done a lot of preparation. I mean, you started
the guy that started bleeding quite a bit, but then being strong, he kept moving. So then again, I had to I put a pillow on top of my hand, and he went really, really, really quick.
So a lot of blood.
I didn't see much blood because I had it covered up, like how much blood coming out. I feel the blood coming out because it was all over my hand, but it was bloody.
Let me pause for a second. I just want to read the poll. So far, we have 20 votes. And the question I asked was, would you like for me to show recaps of Sewer Rat Darrell Brooks Jr. trial? And we had 20 votes, and 80% said, yes, Donna, bring it. And 20%, nah, Donna. All right, I'll keep the poll up, keep more people vote. Let's resume.
No, I'm sorry, I didn't ask him. Please. With the boys, which knife did you use?
It was all the green knife for the kids, and
the buck.
They're both buck knives, but the green knife was for the kids, and the one Megan used to stab herself with.
She also used the green one?
Yes, because we established the fact that I had to get a bigger knife for myself because my body mass is bigger to get the same thing.
Okay. So Tyler, in which room downstairs was Tyler?
Tyler was in the library room downstairs.
Library room. So if I walk in the house, where's that?
You got to walk in the house. The first room on the left is music room. Mm-hmm. The second room on the left is the library room with the double French door things.
Okay. And that's the room. Was he on a mattress? Was he?
He was on the mattress, and the mattress. My wife is very adamant about mattress covers. And so he was on top of the mattress cover and all his blankets and everything.
Okay. Did that mattress stay downstairs?
That mattress stayed downstairs. The cover and everything else was brought up when I brought him up to the room.
So obviously there should be, if he bled or bled out, there should be signs of that on the mattress.
The mattress was clean because of the cover.
What do you mean by cover?
By the mattress cover.
Okay, which is cloth.
I don't know what it is, but it doesn't allow fluid or anything to go through.
Okay. All right.
When I moved him, I was able to under the cover.
So that's sometime later.
Correct.
Okay. All right. So Tyler is killed. Who's in the room when he's killed?
It's just me and Tyler. Megan is outside the door.
What is she saying during any of this?
She's doing meditations.
Was she drinking or consuming anything that would maybe
not at that point, no.
Bring her down? Okay. Because it's just a lot for a parent to go through.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot for a human being to go through, let alone a parent. Okay.
But we had salvation in mind. We had the great, and that's, in all honesty, we love our kids, and it's sad.
I got you. I understand. Okay. So now all the children are gone. How long until the sun comes up?
I don't know. It might be about 5 o'clock in the morning. Around that time.
Was the sun coming up like part of a rule or anything like that? Because you mentioned it a couple times that Megan told you that you have to do this before the sun comes up. Is there a reasoning behind that?
I don't know. I don't know why the reason was behind that, but it would have to be done before the sun came up. Yes.
Okay. So it's nothing during your research or investigations or anything like that that has.
Nothing per mine. I don't know what was on her side, research or whatnot. I was just told this needed to be done before the sun came up.
Okay. All right. So they're all deceased. What do you guys do?
To go up to the bedroom. Just started talking. How do we want to do it? You know, the kids are dead. What are we going to do now? What's going on? What's the next step? You know, what are we going to do?
Do you mean this wasn't planned?
It was planned, but it was like just the dog. Did she want to go first? He just said, because there was some discussion of me going first and her staying last, her going first. She wasn't sure which one she wanted to do. So we decided that the dog, we wanted the dog with us. So she held the backside of the dog down and put the, I call them Mexican blankets. They're like these legs around, and then I was able to hold the knot in her snout and her nose closed, and she went peacefully. Picked her up, put her in her bed, and Meg was like, I want to go next, I want to be done, and then what?
So you just suffocated the dog? Yeah. So if there was any type of marks or anything like that on the dog, you wouldn't know anything about it?
What kind of marks were on the dog? I just suffocated the dog.
You didn't stab the dog?
I didn't stab the dog.
Or just stab one on the dog?
That's interesting because I didn't stab the dog.
Okay. Well, there's a stab wound on the dog.
Okay.
You say all right.
I did as well. So.
I don't.
It's neither here nor there. I'm just telling you. Okay. All right. So you killed the dog. And then you say you put it in its bed or something like that. Where did you place it now?
The bed, we wrapped it in the blanket. We're going to put it underneath the bedside table in her bed.
Her. Okay. What was her name?
Breezy.
Breezy. Okay. Did you meet? I'm sorry. Where did you kill the dog at?
It was on the foot of the bed on Megan's side.
In the master room.
That's correct.
Okay. And that was. The final resting spot was in the master bedroom, correct?
Correct.
All right. So the dog's dead. Now what happens?
Meg wanted to go.
Okay.
So we have decided, I said, what do you want to get? Your wine? What do you want to help calm us down? So it won't hurt as much. We had some spray stuff, so she could use that instead. So she wanted some wine and some it's purple. Pound PM. She started taking that a little bit. Gave her the knife. And I laid next to her and she put the knife into her stomach. Okay. And I said, did you get the spot? It's right here. She said, yeah, I feel it. Okay. I'm laying there for 45 minutes. It's supposed to take about 10 minutes, whatever Greg says. If you hit the spot.
And what is in that spot? What are you talking about?
Inferior vena cava. I'm the umbilicus. You're supposed to be able to bleed out. They say 1 to 4 minutes, but under 10 minutes.
And what are you specifically targeting within that area?
The inferior vena cava.
Okay.
It's a big blood return. Okay. It's a large vessel and you bleed out in the abdomen. It's just quick.
All right.
Okay.
How much did she consume wine I'm assuming is it grape flavored? You can say purple.
Yeah, the first one was grape flavored.
What do you mean first one?
She had a glass of wine with the stuff. Okay. We were laying there for about 45 minutes. After she stabbed herself, she says, I feel nothing happening. Nothing happening. I said, okay, this is good. What do you want to do? She said, do we have any Benadryl? I said, we have liquid Benadryl. She goes, let me have that. Let me try some of that. Maybe that'll put me to sleep or let me go sooner. So she was drinking liquid Benadryl. And I was checking back on her, give her some peace. Walked around, came back, And at one point, I thought she had passed from doing the Benadryl. She was still there, and then she had sat up.
What makes you think she passed?
She was very quiet. There was no motion. I couldn't see her abdomen going up and down. This is from afar without even going up to see her. Okay.
Was her eyes open?
Eyes were closed.
She communicating with you?
After when I came up, I was like, Meg, she said, I'm here. I said, okay. So I said, what do you want to do? You want to try more Benadryl? Do you want the knife back again? What do you want to do? And she was, let me try some more Benadryl. And then if that, we'll do a second. Just that. Okay. Gave her a bunch more Benadryl. Like I said, let that settle in for a while. Settle in.
When you say a bunch more, you got an approximate amount?
I really don't. I know she was a
a bottle?
Yes, it was I don't know, there was a big bottle. Like a family size Benadryl thing.
She killed the whole bottle?
In 2 different sippings, yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And that wasn't happening, so she decided to go through her liver. Okay. We looked at the thing and the hepatic liver, we laid it out on where it was on our skin, according to landmarks. And so it's right in this area. So, okay. And she, with 2 hands, pushed in. And you heard like a little click, as if it went through something. Okay, so I was like, okay, sounds like it went through the liver, that's good, okay. She pulled it out, she put the knife right next to her. And I just laid with her. And I laid there and held her. And we just waited. It seemed like hours went by, nothing else happening. I got up, I wanted to check on our boys and our little one, make sure everything was going okay in the house, everything was okay. Came back and she's sitting up at the edge of the bed. And she's sitting in the room. I'm like,
what was she cleaning it with?
It was one of my t-shirts. She had, I think she had a towel at one point.
Okay.
But she was definitely, but she was up, she was washing it, rinsing at one point. And she's like, this has got to be done. It's taking too long. This is ridiculous. I'm like, shall we go on, look at different other aspects to do this? How do you want to do this? She goes, I want this ended now. I said, okay, what does that mean? She goes, I want you to take the pillowcase, put a pillow, and put it over my head. I said, huh?
This man is completely insane. Wow. So,
I don't know if I can do that. And she looked at me, she goes, if you love me, you can do this. I want to be with my babies. I said, yeah, and she just looked at me, she goes, you're strong enough, you can do it. Okay. So I said, why don't you take some more Benadryl, so at least you're not going to fight me. And I'll do it. So she took some more Benadryl. She took some more Benadryl. And maybe about 15 minutes later, I came back in the room. I said, you still want to do this? And she talked to me like that, very far out. Yeah, get it done.
How much Benadryl do you guys have?
I don't know.
Did you have to go get any more during this time?
So in that time, no.
What other times did you have to?
After that was done, for me to commit suicide.
So you had already prepared, I mean, you had enough to take care of the children and yourself, or Megan?
Megan and myself, from what we thought.
How many bottles do you approximately think you had?
We had 2 boxes of Sleepies, I know that, which is straight dimethyl, which is, these are the pills. We had 2 things of Tylenol PM, I remember that, which is a great purple one. And I think we had 2 bottles of Benadryl. The big bottles.
Family size?
Yes.
But getting through Megan, did she take it all?
If you are a woman who's constantly
She ended up taking a lot more than what we had thought we would take it. So
her numbers should be a lot higher results-wise, you know what I mean, like as far as toxicology.
I'm assuming, yeah.
Okay.
You are so right, Strong. He's just so calm. He's just sitting there like he's just talking about a story. No remorse, no empathy. He doesn't care. It's like, whatever. I did what I did. It is what it is. Resume.
Once she was cleaned up, you talked about like the towel or something like that. Did you see a substantial amount of blood or anything outside of the body?
She kept the shirt on. I didn't look underneath.
Okay. Did you see anything on the bed?
Blue blood on the sheets, but then she changed. She wanted a different sheet. I remember that, so she put a different sheet down.
So the old one should still be back at the house?
It should be.
Okay. So she tells you that it's not working. She wants you to suffocate her. That was the gray pillow I think you kept talking about.
It's a little gray rectangular pillow, yes.
How big?
It's like one of the 10 pillows.
Yes, that. 12 by.
It's about the size of half of your case there. Not your case there.
Yeah. All right. So small gray pillow should have something.
Hold on. I want to make sure I'm telling you everything perfect. When she changed the sheet, she put a bunch of sheets on a bunch of stuff that was wet on the bathroom floor. And later on, I cleaned up and threw that away. So the original sheet is there. I threw it away.
Threw it away or washed it?
I threw it away.
Okay. So any of the sheets that were like found in like the washer or dryer or anything like that, are they related? Involved?
I didn't do any wash, I don't think.
You haven't done any laundry since Christmas?
No.
Okay.
I don't think I did.
Okay.
And so I threw that sheet away because that was full blood. That sheet was full blood.
Okay. All right. So go on, proceed. Sorry.
It's okay. So then it came to me. Then Megan asked that I wait a day or two to make sure everybody passed, make sure the house was all set, and that kind of stuff. Didn't come. So that's what I did. I started the Benadryl. I tried hanging myself.
So Benadryl you had to go buy more of?
Correct.
And that was where?
I went to CVS 24 Hours, I went to Publix, and I went to Walgreens.
There's one across by the Starbucks.
That's CVS.
CVS, so you went there.
Mm-hmm.
The Publix is right there off of Blake, which is right there in front of Celebration. And the other one is where?
There's a Walgreens right next to Five Guys in the little restaurant thing there.
Oh, the new area.
That's correct.
Okay. And this was the day after or so, or when did you start purchasing more Benadryl?
Not the day after, so yeah.
Did you purchase anything else besides Benadryl?
Alcohol.
Okay.
Rum. And some more Coppola. So wine.
What's the one? The red one or something?
It's rum, yeah.
Okay.
And I also thought that it might be easier. See, I'm not much about guns in the house, but I was reading on Quora that you could kill yourself with a pellet gun.
Pellet gun?
So that was reading. It hurt.
Where did you shoot yourself?
In the liver and the heart. I have 2 wounds.
The liver and the heart.
The liver the first time. It bled quite a bit. Didn't do anything, but I woke up later on. And
we'll have it checked out, but we'll photograph it later. Is the heart still there?
I haven't looked at it, but I'm still checking it out. It's been forever.
Okay.
That was the last one. I tried the razor blade to the radial artery, which I told you I hit, but I didn't do it well in the tub. So it dried up. Zip tie around the neck. The only thing that did was irritate my glottis. I couldn't get down the carotid artery because my neck is too big. So I tried to substitute that in with the towels with pressure points to go in the carotid arteries. I tried to stop hanging over the edge of the beds. Was trying to figure out how to go through and fall the knife in the right direction to get it upward up into my knife with, get my diaphragm. Was also researching, but couldn't quite get to the femoral artery because of how deep the femoral artery was.
Mm-hmm. Where were you doing your research at?
The internet.
Well, I mean, on what device?
Meg's phone and my phone.
Meg's phone. Okay, and which phone? Because I know you said you had two.
Hers is 6465, and that is, I think she had a pink case to it.
Okay. Which phone was lost?
My 6536 one, a Samsung. And that one was lost before Christmas.
And where was that one lost at?
It was lost in Florida. I don't know where I lost it from, the airport down.
Okay. That was the Samsung? I think you
Yeah,
said it
Galaxy
was Note or something?
Galaxy Note 10.
Okay. Which phone was left in like a Starbucks or something in Sarasota?
That one was that phone that was mine. And I just went back and got it.
Which phone?
I don't know the number.
You don't know if it was an iPhone or a Droid?
It was an iPhone.
It was your iPhone that you have now? It was still the same phone?
Yeah.
Okay. So you went back and got it. And I can't remember, was that when the family was still alive that you went down there to Sarasota?
No.
They were already dead?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you drove the van, the red van down there?
Mm-hmm.
Was there ever a white van or something involved? Was there a moving van, or did it appear you guys were moving at some point? Like moving out of that residence? That was just kind of what people were saying. I don't know if there's any truth behind it.
No.
Okay. Prior to the deaths, I mean, were you guys planning on moving out of that home?
Prior to the deaths. We had planned to. I don't know.
Okay, so like, did you ever get a rental truck or anything like that? Or and when you guys moved in when? May? About 2019?
Yes.
Okay. So somebody had said they saw like a moving truck or something out nearby on the residence near the house recently.
Wasn't us.
Okay. All right, that's fine. So people were calling in and see people would say, oh yeah, it looked like they were moving out or something like that. So okay. So you guys never had a moving truck. All right. On to the next thing. Sorry. So you drove down to Sarasota, left your iPhone at a Starbucks. Did they call you, or how did that go about? Did you call in, or what? How'd you get your phone back?
I was leaving and turned around. I realized I started going and turned around and went back.
Okay. What were you telling family during this time frame, like around the deaths and after the deaths?
That we were either vacationing at the beach, or I was looking at 50 practices to purchase.
Who were you communicating with?
Sisters and mom.
Your sisters? Which sisters?
Kelly? I wasn't communicating with Christy anymore.
Is that Chrissy or Christine?
Chrissy.
Chrissy? Yep. Do you want to talk with her anymore? When's the last time you talked with Chrissy?
A few weeks back. I don't know the date. I really don't know. Sorry.
What you guys talk about?
I was pissed off that she wouldn't stay in my business.
Okay. How about your last conversation with your mom?
That we were going to eventually be coming up and talk about moving up north, that kind of stuff, just to advise her and calm her down.
Okay. You talk to your dad lately?
Yeah, let's talk about this dad. If I'm correct, don't quote me. I'm like I said, I'm new on this, and whoever the viewer was that sent this me as a request, thank you. And I wish I remember the person's name. All right, the dad. So his dad is a monster too. His dad was, if I'm correct, if I have the story, he's running around here with a bunch of women, and I guess he felt that he didn't want his wife no more. I guess she's in the way, so he paid somebody to come break into the house to kill her. And they come into the house.
Whoa. Break in the house to kill her.
Yes, Jack. Now, I hope I got
his daddy.
His daddy. Let me finish. I hope I got the story.
Hell no.
That's why I was so interested in this story too, because I'd like to go into the family. And ladies and gentlemen, also I'm trying to find out information of Surat's father and son, because people's been asking me to look that up. It's so hard. I found a little
Donna,
bit of information with the son, but I can't find the father.
Donna, you'll never know who Sue Westford is. It could be any man.
But I think there might be some stuff. I don't know, but whatever. But I'm gonna try to find the best. But I found a little bit of information with the son.
Might have to go into prisons and take DNA tests of every last one of them.
You know what, Jack? Please. But you're right. All right, so let me go back. Now, if I'm correct about the story with this evil guy right here, his mother and father married. Daddy messing around with a bunch of women. He don't want his mother no more around because she's in the way. So I think he paid somebody to come break into the house to kill her. And they attacking her. Now, this piece of crap right there walked into the room when he was a little boy and seen it. And I think they told him to leave the room or make him go to bed or whatever like that. And then she ended up getting shot. So when she got shot in the eye, so she lost one of her eyes. But she stood by her husband saying he didn't have anything to do with it, blah, 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 supporting him. But then after a while, she realized, oh my God, my husband did do this. He's crazy. So she, dumped his father and everything. So yeah, I guess it runs in the family. So I guess he followed his daddy's footsteps. Resume.
No, I don't think so. When's the last time you talked with him? I don't know. I really don't know. Do you guys have a good relationship, or? We have a decent relationship. How about you and your mom? I'm not very close, and that's why I had to really be evasive with her. Could you tell that maybe you're being evasive?
You know what, Barb? That's something to think about. It could have made him go into the panic mode. Because she probably saying, you're a loser. You can't hold a job. You got us in debt. You messing up my credit using my name, whatever the situation is. And he probably had a big argument. He was like, no. See, because, narcissistic people, they want to be in control of everything. They want to have the last say. You don't lead them. They leave you, or you leave when they want you to leave. That's not how it goes. Okay? So that could have been a possibility. No way she knew he was disgusting when I think she was getting ready to leave him. Possibility. What else Barb said? Barb said, yeah, he is repulsive. Testify against him. Yeah, I'm going to play that one, Barb. There's two more. Like I said, Tuesday and Thursday. I think Tuesday I'm going to show the body cam when they come into the home. And then that Thursday I'll show when he takes a stand. I can't remember exactly is how I had it set up. But just stay tuned for it in the evening time, Eastern time, 7:15 to 7:30. And if you can't make it, feel free. Anybody can watch the replay. All right, BG says, sad Donna, I can't hear her staying loyal because he was all she knew from young age, but I suspect that she was unsatisfied and thought about leaving many times. Yep, young age, because they was high school sweethearts. Wow. Might have been the only man she ever had, if you know what I'm talking about. And look what it turned out to be, a piece of crap. All right, let me read this last one. And Chris says, I think so too. She was going to leave him after Christmas. Wow. Yeah. So we're just going to have last holidays together with the family and then break it to the kids that we're not going to be no longer together. I can't do this no more. And he was like, okay, I'll kill all y'all. My daddy did it. I'll do it. Sicko monster. Resume.
She could have. That's why I had to reinforce the fact that let's try not to be.
Okay. Your sisters?
My sisters they love me. And they have a sixth sense.
They do love you. Let's struggle on. Let's struggle with your family. All right. So Meg's dead. We come back from Sarasota. we were trying to establish a better timeline before approximately when she was taken, when Meg died. And you're adamant that this all took place before Christmas?
Yes.
Positive, 100%.
Yeah, before Christmas.
So, have you communicated with anybody after that? Has anybody texted you? Have you been using any of the other devices, anything like that?
Using the devices to text people, yes.
And why'd you do that?
Keep people away so I could finish myself.
Gotcha.
I was in a panic mode that I still need to get to them.
Yeah.
I still have to get to them.
Yeah.
And people are getting closer and closer. And
I know people said that they were communicating with what they thought were your family members.
Mm-hmm.
And ultimately it wasn't.
No, it was me.
It was you.
Yep.
The zip ties and the knives and the research and everything, how come it didn't work?
Zip tie didn't work because I couldn't get enough compression on it. The knife, because in all honesty, I chickened out and cowered it out with a knife.
Okay.
I've taken so much Benadryl, then I took this, taken the alcohol with the Benadryl, and every time I seemed to live a little bit closer. There was one day, somehow I woke up in the garage, in my urine and whatnot, and I had thought I died back then, and didn't. So.
Okay, and how quick after did you move? You said you wanted the family to be together, right? So take me through how does this take place? How does, because when they were all killed, they were all in different positions inside the home.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what happens?
The first day I just laid in bed with Meg the first day after she died. Just laid in bed with her. I want to say it's the second day after she died. And I said, okay, time to get things moving and get everything going. And went in, made sure she was covered and everything was taken care of. She was on I remember her left leg had fallen off the bed.
Look how he just sit there with those handcuffs. Just so comfortable, relaxed. Don't feel no way. It's like, whatever. Whoopie-dee-da. I killed my family. They had to go. I don't care. So what? I'll just go through the process with y'all. You ask me questions, I'll answer the questions. I don't have no problem answering them. Because he's sick. He works for the devil. I'm telling you, these people have to have the devil in them. I don't care what anybody says. They have to have the devil in them. Because normal people, they don't do stuff like this. How do you look at your children, your loving children, your family, your wife, that you've been with since high school? She loved you. She was with you. Gave you 3 beautiful children, 2 boys and a girl. And they probably looked up to you. Thought you was the greatest person. Even though you was a loser. But you know how your kids are. You could be the biggest loser, but they'll still look up to you. They love you and they accept you for who you are. And you killed them. You killed them. You know, who are you to decide when somebody's life to end? So that's why I feel these people have to work for the devil. Who are you to decide when someone should live or die? That is not your call. That's God's call, not yours. Resume.
Which was kind of weird. So I was able to move her left leg up and tuck her leg underneath to get her nice and comfortable. Move Zoe in, put Zoe in. Before all this was done, we had the kids bring in all those little altar things.
There were like favorite items or something.
Yes.
Like that. Okay.
So I had to fix those because I knocked those over after I put Zoe up.
Good.
Okay. So I fixed those out. And then it was which one do I do first? So you bring Tyler over, or do I bring Alek up? And I thought just because of my strength, and I would.
Okay, Pam. So you caught up on, and Pam, isn't this like? I think you're from Florida. Was this? Did you hear about this too and everything in the news when this was happening? Because I didn't even hear about this until one of the viewers told me about this. I didn't know about this case. What a shame. What a shame. What did Barb says? Why no death penalty? I don't know. Good question. Yep, Pam. Sick. What Art says? His belly is naturally armrest. I'm done, Art. I'm done. It is a armrest.
What did you say?
You can put a goddamn tray with his food right there and it won't fall over.
I mean, he can sit it on top of the mutes.
And you got a pretty wife like that will put up with that.
A pretty wife, an ugly husband.
Mm-hmm.
With some kids that may not be his, because look at the kids.
I can't. All right, let's resume here.
He's so ugly. He's so ugly. That might be my kids.
I can't. All right, let's resume. To everybody who's coming, welcome to Dawn and Just Being Real. Please hit the like, share it out to your social media if you like, and subscribe if you find value in this channel. Okay, and to the people in the bushes, welcome. Glad to have you here. Sit back and relax. This is a long one. You know, have your cocktail, crunch and munch, water, whatever it is, your dinner, hot chocolate, cinnamon rolls, and all that stuff. Let's get it. This is Interrogation. All right, resume.
Wasn't too strong at the time right there. I should get Tyler upstairs.
Tyler he was the one that was downstairs.
He was the one downstairs.
He's 11.
He's 11, yes. So I was able to get him up on my shoulders and carry him up a little bit by little bit.
Okay. And to back up a little bit, I want to speak.
I know I keep pausing. Chris says something. By killing his family in his mind, he took control. Exactly. Now he gets attention for it. A narcissist dream. Bingo. Exactly. Everything is a show to him. He took control. Now he's basically bragging about it. He feels proud about it. If these people do not work for the devil, I don't know who don't. This man is pure evil. By killing his family, in his mind, he took control. Now he gets attention for it. A narcissist dream. I have to pin that comment. Resume.
Speak about Zoe?
Yes.
So Zoe was in her bed.
Correct.
Had you checked, because rigor mortis was brought in, but you talked about it.
Yeah.
Did you check on her periodically to see when she'd come out?
I hadn't checked on her periodically. I just knew she was in rigor. Just because I went to position her. So in my mind, she had to stay warm. Okay. And her arms were outside, so I went to put her arms down to make her nice and comfortable. And I couldn't move her arms down. I was like, okay, she's still in rigor. So I brought the blanket above her just so that she'd be warm until I was able to reposition her.
And when you say reposition her, when you're doing all this, is this still while she's in her bed, or did you already moved her to your bed?
She was still in her bed.
Still in her bed?
Yes.
Okay. So when she's movable,
yes,
and under the blankets,
You know, I think it was Rusty who said something, and I didn't even think about that. So now they have cameras in the interrogation room, and I didn't realize they didn't have it at one point, or whatever. And Barb says detective shows great restraint. Probably wouldn't have if they had that, if there wasn't a camera in that room. Beat the heck out of him, knock some of that fat out of his belly. Resume.
everything. At that point is when you moved her to be in bed with Megan?
Correct. I upped the fitted sheet. Mm-hmm. I scrunched it together and carried her in my arms and laid her flat.
Yeah, Art, I'm going to show that Thursday. Yeah, Thursday, I'll show that one. I'm doing something Tuesday. Tuesday, I'm going to focus on the body cam. And then Thursday, I'm going to show when he took the stand. That was very interesting. Resume.
Make sure her head was comfortable on the pillow, and let her sleep there. Then pick up everything I knocked over.
Okay, and her head, because I understand that she was at the foot of the bed.
That's correct.
This is me now at 43, healed my 8 years of.
So she's laying like this, left to right, Megan's laying like this. Is her head towards Megan's side of the bed or your side of the bed?
The head is towards my side of the bed.
Okay.
Her feet are towards.
And you slept, if you're looking at the bed on the left side of the bed, Megan slept on the right side of the bed?
Yes.
Okay. So her head's on your side, left side of the bed, positioned, feet towards Megan.
Correct.
All right, wrapped up in a blanket.
Correct.
All right. Okay. So Tyler's next. Tyler is downstairs.
Correct.
You said that you were able to get him eventually upstairs to the room. So how do you do him? What happens?
I moved his mattress from his bedroom because he wasn't on his mattress.
Okay.
Moved his mattress from his bedroom and put it on the floor.
His bedroom upstairs?
Correct.
Okay.
And pick him up and just carry him up at a time.
His items or trinkets or whatever you call them were already in your bedroom? And what specifically did he want to bring with him?
He wanted the scarf, the soccer scarf.
Soccer scarf?
Yep.
And what team was that from?
That was from the Team USA versus Canada game that we went to a couple weeks prior.
Okay. Team USA. Okay. Did you position that on his body?
No, I positioned it on the toy box itself.
On the toy box. All right. You said something about your daughter's hands. What did you put in her hands?
A set of rosaries, I think.
Set of rosaries? How about
BG going in. And BG, you talking facts here. Let me go back. First thing BG said. Poor wife had not aged much. She probably thought it was safer to stay with him over a new man. But best to take a chance. And what else BG said? He knew she was going to find out what he was like to be with a real man, and he could not have any of that. Control. Resume.
Tyler?
It was some kind of religious aspect, whether it be rosaries or some kind of something along that lines.
Now, did you guys already have these items?
Those are mine from collections growing up.
All right. Did you grow up in a church?
I was a forced Catholic, yes.
Forced Catholic?
Yes.
Okay, understood. Okay, so Tyler gets a set of rosaries. How is he positioned?
He is on his, when I put him on, he is on his, like, towards his stomach, with his head towards the side. I just can't remember which. His head was facing, I think, back to the back of the wall, back of the building, I'm not sure.
Back, okay. Is he on his face? Is he on his side? How is his face?
He's on his side. Half of his face, it's like, it's more so like right here.
Okay. All right. And then that leaves
Alek.
So take me through that.
That one was tough because I had to get the mattress out from underneath him because I couldn't drag him on the mattress. So I took the blanket, this comforter blanket, put it on the ground, and we moved him to the ground. So I moved the mattress into the room.
How did you move him to the ground? What do you mean?
Picked him up and put him on top of the comforter that was on his bed. I put the comforter on the ground so he wouldn't be laying on the rug. Put that on the ground. Put him on the ground. Brought the mattress into the room. Made sure the mattress was set, and then put him on the.
Did you have to like drag him by the comforter, or did you pick him up, or how does this work?
I moved the sheet and I put the comforter on the bed. Then I took the sheet, picked the sheet up with him, and put it onto the blanket, the comforter. Moved the bare mattress into the room. Then I was able to pick him up and take him. I was adamant I did not want to drag him. He's my son. I did not want to drag him. So I picked him up the best I could. And little steps at a time, I got him through.
So you carried him? You carried all the children?
Yeah.
Okay. That's just something that you wanted to do as a parent?
Versus dragging them?
Right.
Yeah, the ultimate respect to them, I understand we have different opinions about it, but the ultimate.
I can see it. You don't want to drag them like a piece of.
No, they're not a piece of meat.
Absolutely. Okay.
Okay, help me with this. So the monster says, I didn't want to drag them like a piece of meat. I wanted to have some respect for them, but you killed them. See, this is what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. With these narcissists, sociopaths, psychopaths, all of them. Not saying all of them is killers and stuff, but some have, potential of killing. What a shame. I didn't want to drag them like a piece of meat. I wanted to show respect. You killed your whole family. Wow. And we're supposed to understand that. You know what I mean? We're supposed to have sympathy for him. And we're supposed to be like, oh, okay, well, it's not so bad. You did show some sort of respect. Thank you, dude. Pat him on the back. Resume.
So you get him positioned, you get Alek positioned on the mattress. Which way is he positioned?
He's on his side. Okay, where's one? Moving up to our bed.
Looking up.
He's looking up towards us, someone else out of the other. I'm pretty sure he's facing up to his bed.
Okay. Okay. Because I know one of the boys was almost face down when he was found, and one was on his side, like you just described Tyler was. So I was wondering maybe if Alek.
If anyone were closer face down, that would have been Tyler.
And Tyler was closer to the bed next to your wife?
No, Tyler was the last one.
Okay, so Tyler was the one closest, or the farthest away from the bed?
Correct.
All right. So Meg, Zoe.
That's right.
Alek?
Yeah.
Tyler?
Correct.
Okay. You good?
My eyes are burning.
You need a,
Yeah, have a tissue?
Yeah. Give you a moment.
Okay.
You good on your drink? Need water or anything?
I just water.
Like I said.
Like I said, I have nothing to hide. I'm telling you guys.
Oops, we got another one. Everybody pull out the violins for him. He need the violins. Mm-hmm. Resume.
Yeah, I mean that's just something that maybe during this time frame that you don't recall, but it was noticed during yesterday's events that the dog was stabbed.
I didn't do that, but I mean, it doesn't matter.
No.
I just let you know.
Okay. So the children are been positioned.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You guys are coming back together as a family.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll use your words. I mean, you've chickened out at this point.
The knife.
With the knife and that type of stuff. Pellet gun during the course of this was attempted. How come you didn't graduate to a real gun?
Because in doing so, I had to. Sorry. There's a whole 3-day wait list. Well, I wrote before. I mean, just some days have passed. I mean, it would have been a bad idea. Every back on it. It's one of those. It'll happen this way. They'll do it this way. Sometimes when I took the Benadryl, I seriously went to sleep for like 2 days. It seemed like 2 days later, you know. And where would you sleep at? Either next to Megan in the attempt or somewhere in that room. Sometimes right on the edge, on the floor down there, between the bed and the window. Every time I said, well, let's try it. And it's like, well, now I got to depend on that particular to get done quicker. And then
The tower was on during this time frame?
Yes.
Where'd you guys keep the temperature? Do you remember?
I don't, but I want to say, because I was in charge of it, because I was over there, 68.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Up in the room, I think there was like some, I don't know if they were humidifiers, I don't know if they were moisture. What were those?
Those are air purifiers.
Air purifiers.
Mm-hmm.
Were those there prior to?
The white one by the window was there because we kept the air purifier going because we both have heavy allergies. The black one I brought in from the boys' room just to keep going. Then we use candles and that kind of stuff, and I did sage smudges and that kind of stuff.
For what?
Sage smudges allowed for spirits to pass on and that kind of stuff, so I wanted to make sure no one carried kept stuff.
Candles were for the same reason?
Yep.
So it's been some time. We weren't found, or we didn't get there till what, Monday, which would have been the what, 12th maybe? 13th. What were you doing during this time frame? We're talking over 2 weeks.
Trying to kill myself.
Were you leaving the home? Were you going over to the other place in Georgetown or whatever it is?
I went over to the other place once because my daughter really wanted her Mickey Mouse necklace. So I went up into the condo to see if I could get the Mickey Mouse necklace to find it in the jewelry box, and I couldn't find it.
So she didn't get it. Now, was that the only time you left?
No, I would leave every time I would be up until I need to go get either more alcohol, more Benadryl, and just food as we're trying to get through this.
Publix or fast food or?
Fast food, unfortunately, but I thought it's like that. Went to McDonald's once or twice.
Okay. Were you checking the mail?
I checked the mail also, okay, to make sure everything was, bringing in stuff so that nothing would leave suspicion out in front.
Okay. Deliveries,
Pulled them in because I didn't want anything to be seen during my being unsuccessful time after time.
Yeah. So there was like a pile of boxes and stuff like near the door. Were those like presents or what in the world was all that?
Pile of boxes in the door.
Yeah. So the people at the scene were telling me that there was like, it appeared like almost like Christmas presents. Did the kids get to open Christmas presents?
No, they weren't alive for Christmas.
They were not alive for Christmas. Okay.
You're right, Straw. No, he never did. He never tried. He's lying. He never tried. Resume.
By the treasure. I think there was like packages or something like they were talking about. Okay. So during this past weekend, the power was shut off, is that right?
Sometime this weekend, yes. I'm not quite sure when. But recollections were, I don't really know, to be honest with you.
Did you often sit out on the front porch?
Often sit out on the front porch? No.
Because the day that the agents and everybody were there, you were seen out on the front porch.
No, I don't know why. I don't remember that morning really, like how things matriculated. I just remember I pounded the door. And just hours before, I'd already fallen down those stairs once before. So
why is that?
my legs gave out, probably because I was so OD'd on Benadryl or dehydrated. I was peeing brown. So I was probably just so dehydrated and so whatever.
I can't. Barb said, did he give birth in prison? I can't. I can't. He looked like he's about to give birth right now. Reason.
But I don't know exactly how I got. Like I said, I remember hearing the door knock. So it was this fast knock. I said, okay, so I came downstairs. After something was telling me somebody was coming, and I did not know what the whole deal was. The night before, I remember feeling like the house was being surveillanced. You know, seeing all these red and green dots and things. I don't know if it was, I don't know what cause it was.
So the FitTrack Smart Scale that every fit.
But I came downstairs and I opened the door and no one was there after the knocking because it took me for a while to get down there. That was the night before? No, that was that morning. Oh, that morning? Yeah. And after that, I don't have much of a recollection of except a bunch of guys coming in and I don't remember. Okay. I don't know why I was sitting on the front porch. Yeah, I guess you were sitting out on the front porch and then they would make contact with you inside or something. And then I also remember seeing Megan out there talking to you guys, which wasn't true. Yeah. No, I know, but I'm just telling you what, you know, it's like, so I don't, that's why I don't quite. But now that it's been a couple of days, you probably have never read.
Wait a minute, y'all got me cracking up. Strong said, if he really wanted to kill himself, all he had to do was go into the hood and act like he's counting some money. Oh, this is not right. Okay, resume.
Recollection of what transpired that morning. I don't have too much of a recollection that morning, honestly. Well, I mean, looking back, I mean, I can tell you now she's deceased. No, I know so we know she wasn't talking. Correct. Yeah. So do you remember when they come in the house? Mm-hmm. Do you remember what you told them? No. Okay. All right. I know. All right. One thing that just popped in my head. I'm sorry. What all was purchased at Academy Sports? The 2 nights. Were they the only things you purchased that day, or what? They're intermittent days. You didn't purchase them together? No. The green one, when did you purchase it? That one was purchased right after Thanksgiving. After? How about the other one? The other one, sometime afterwards, before Christmas, because Megan and I were going over what needs to be done, stabbed and where, and she made a comment to the fact that the green one wouldn't even go through me. So you went down a bigger one? I had to get a bigger one for myself. Okay. So there was like a whole bunch of items that appeared like they came from Academy Sports, like with a bunch of the SKUs still, with tags and stuff like that. There was like a bag of stuff. You know what I'm talking about? Like some clothing articles and that type of stuff? Their clothing. I remember I picked up 2 fishing lures, I think it was.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've been going for some time. We're going to take about a 5-minute comfort break. Please don't discuss the facts of the case with anyone. Please don't conduct any independent research. Thank you.
All right, the jurors, please.
There he go. Piece of crap. Ooh, I can't wait to watch that stand. Okay, I can't stop laughing. Y'all got me cracking up. All right, I resume. Might have to fast forward because they're doing the breaks. Let me fast forward it.
feel free to step down. We're in a 5-minute recess.
Thank you, Your Honor. We're reset for 5 minutes.
What's up, guys? This is Rico Nasty.
This is the son of Satan. Look at him. All right, let me fast forward some more. That's a long break. I thought you said 5 minutes.
You may be seated. Thank you. It appears we took a break on page 75 of the transcript. Is that correct? You may continue.
The boys wanted to go do some fishing of some sort. So we figured, if we had time beforehand, we could go check out the 2 lures. And then I picked up the 2 pellet guns on 2 different.
Hey, Teresa, mod on deck. Blessings to you, beautiful. Blessings, blessings. We got another one, Teresa, a crazy one. This one here is real evil. Killed his wife and kids. Yep, slaughtered them all. So this is interrogation. Yep, we got another evil one. Working for the devil, Teresa. Another one. Reason.
Occasions.
2 guns on 2 different occasions.
2. One at one occasion, one at the other occasion.
Okay. How many times did you frequent Academy?
No.
Sorry.
I might have gone there 4 times or 5 times.
Did you go alone?
The clothes, I know what you're talking about. There's clothes in the back of the van. We had picked up a bunch of clothes for Alek. Okay, because of upcoming events and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And we weren't quite sure when everything was going to occur, so we had a bunch of clothes purchased for him.
All right. And did you know it was a family when you guys purchased that?
No, it was just Megan and I. The kids were home with Zoe.
And during any of the trips when you were buying fishing lures or anything like that, were you guys with the kids?
No.
Okay. Pellet guns, when were they purchased?
After the kids and they were dead. Let's see, right before Christmas or right after Christmas or around that time.
2 cards, cash? Cash. Cash? Mm-hmm. When's the last time you used a debit card? Or a credit card?
So not that I haven't needed to. We purchased those clothes on credit card. Remember that? The Bank of America card. But after that, we had cash around, so we just decided to use cash.
All right, so prior to their deaths, you guys were already using cash. Mm-hmm. All right. You said you used a Bank of America card for the clothing.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the guns at?
One was underneath the bed because I shot myself. I was laying next to the circuit underneath the bed. The other one, I found out was not that good of a whatever, so I put it in a reusable shopping bag that's in the garage on the top shelf.
Is that one of those bags that you bring to Publix or wherever?
Freezer bag, yes.
Okay. Oh, a freezer bag.
No, this is those reusable cooler bags.
A reusable cooler bag on a top shelf in the garage.
Yes.
Now, there's like a detached. Are you talking about that? The garage out there?
Yes.
Okay. So the detached garage, top shelf.
Top shelf, it's all there, yeah.
Okay. Was there any other weapons or anything like that in the home that was used during any of these deaths or anything like that?
I don't believe so.
So the 2 knives, because we got those,
Mm-hmm.
and the 2 guns.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Did you guys leave any notes or journals or anything like that?
We left a note trying to explain what we did.
You guys signed that?
No, we just typed it up and printed it.
It was already printed?
Mm-hmm.
Was it printed when Megan was still alive?
No, I printed it after Megan was alive. We wrote it up together, and I just didn't print it beforehand.
Did you print that off of which computer?
Okay, let me read the poll one more time. Let's see what we have now. So far, we went up. Last time was 20. Now we went up to 27 votes. Would you like for me to show recaps of the Sewer Rats Darrell Brook Jr. trial? And 74% said yes, Donna, bring it. 26% said nah, Donna. Okay, resume.
Was it a tower?
It was a phone.
Your phone was connected to a printer?
And you can air print.
Oh, okay.
This is the OrCam Learn. It's going to teach you what you need. You should.
So that there would probably be record or something on your phone of that.
If I saved it. I don't remember if I saved it or not.
Right. What kind of zip ties did you try to use?
They're about that wide, and they're long. Pretty industrial.
Where'd you get those at?
Celebration Hardware.
So like an Ace Hardware or something like that? Celebration Hardware. Where did you buy those?
I bought those not for that purpose. I bought those for the sofa because we had trouble with the sofa keeping together. So I bought that for that.
Oh, yeah.
Beginning of October. And then afterwards, I just looked at it and was like, I could use this for myself. You know?
Yeah. Did you physically put one around yourself? How'd you get it off?
Walked into the bathroom and I have what my wife calls the industrial strength toenail clippers. And I was able to cut it with that.
Okay. Where's that zip tie at?
They were all, I tried it multiple times. Mm-hmm. The pieces of them I kept in a box on top of my dresser.
What kind of box?
It was just a brown box that had soap in it. And I just piled them there. I was trying to keep the place neat.
Right. So the used zip ties that were around your neck are on a brown box.
In a brown box.
In a brown box. Mm-hmm. On top of your
black dresser.
Black dresser inside of your master bedroom?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Anything else that was used? Any type of straps or ropes or anything like that?
A strap that I was going to use. It's a
gunny use or used?
I tried using it. Okay. For setup purposes. I hadn't gone that way yet. Mm-hmm. I was going to do the Benadryl and whatnot and give it a try. Those tensioner straps,
We talked about it the other day, ratchet straps.
We did talk about it.
Yeah, we talked, you mentioned it the other day, I just didn't know. Just trying to run through things.
It's okay, I was either gonna put it on the hinge of the door, put my feet against the door and lean forward, or do the same thing up in the bed.
Did you wrap that around your neck, like test it? What color was the straps? Red straps, where are they at?
The tension up there.
Yeah, the ratchet strap.
Yeah, there's one.
Okay, where's it at?
It's up on my side of the bed, hanging on the headboard.
Okay, so it's hanging from the headboard. We talked about a bunch of like homeopathic type of stuff, like some alternative medicines or whatever that you may have tried to use or that you believed in or whatnot. One interesting thing that was brought up to me was there's arsenic.
I know.
Tell me about that.
Oh, there is arsenic?
Yeah. Where? In your home.
If I want to know now, I would use that.
So you didn't use that?
No.
Okay.
Where was arsenic?
It was collected. There's a lot of like old school medicine. I didn't know if maybe, because you had talked about the other day, your wife was maybe into like a little bit of alternative medicine.
Yeah, she's in alternative medicine.
So it was like thistle-weed or something like that.
That's what we do.
What's it called? This.
You have a good question, Barb. I'm surprised we haven't heard from the jury in the Darrell Brooks trial. That's interesting. Maybe they probably just waiting, like, respect to the family or something like that. Maybe they wait until like after the holidays, probably like around January or February, because someone is going to probably talk about it. It should be some sort of interview or whatever. Could be that. That's the only thing I can think of, because you would think, because usually jury members, somebody out that jury is going to start talking and sharing their thoughts about everything. We will see.
Something milk thistle. That's for the liver. Milk thistle. That's for the liver.
Liver detox.
So did you know that there was arsenic in your home?
No.
So that should not be in any of the bodies?
No.
Okay. That you know of?
That I know of.
Yeah, because I think that would have probably killed you.
But I was trying to see if I could mail order arsenic.
Really?
They have this pill out of Mexico, too. That gets caught up in customs 10 to 20% of the time, so I was even trying to do that.
Was it like a suicide pill or something?
Yeah.
Okay. You also research that on your phone or tablet or something, or?
It was a phone, I do believe, at that time.
And that was that after the deaths? After that?
I'm grabbing at anything.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it seems like you're desperate at that point. All right. What are you most upset about?
That I'm here. That I'm not with my family.
Let me see.
Oh, really? That's what you're so sad about? Really? Once again, violence for the narcissist. Resume.
I see the list here of this. So, I've been in constant contact with the family, with your family, your living family. And there's some things here that I'm gonna try to answer for them, okay? Because you've upset a lot of people, okay? And I'm not gonna get into your beliefs and everything like that. You and I both agree that we don't have the same beliefs, all right? I'm not discrediting you. I'm not saying that you're a bad person or anything like that, but there's just some things that I don't believe. All right? Did you guys, since you guys seem very planned, this is very methodical, other than the fact about you taking your own life, which I'm still kind of questioning, because you guys, if you had
spacious NYC apartments.
a method and you've done your research over this time, I don't understand how you get to the killing of the children and then you and her have to take some time to see, like, okay, what's going to happen here? Am I going to go first? Are you going to go first? It just seems like to me that you guys would have a set regiment, like, okay, before sunup, the children have to be gone. The next day, we're going to console each other, do this. Then you go first, then I go, and here's how I'm going to go. You've already said that you
The people that's coming in, good evening and welcome to Don Just Being Real.
Did,
And please hit the like. Yes, Jack.
didn't the guy say that he doesn't think he's a bad person?
Just now?
Yeah, that guy that was interviewed.
Probably did. I didn't catch it just now because I was
How you can say he's not a bad person?
And he said he wants to, he feels bad because he wants to be with his family.
Well, kill yourself.
He tried, Jack. He tried.
Tried my behind. He lied, Donna.
Yes, he did. That's why I say pull out the violins for him. Slaughtered that whole family. Piece of crap. Ooh, but Jack, wait till you see him on the stand Thursday. I'm gonna show him when he testified himself. Another one. Resume.
You chickened out, but it seems like to me that you would have already had a plan. Like you would have said, okay, well here, I'm going to use this knife or I'm going to use this gun or something. It seems like that just doesn't make sense to me. Okay? And I'm not getting upset or anything. I just don't. I'm just telling you as it is. And I appreciate that. Did you guys have any wills in place? We had a will in place some time ago. Okay. I don't know if it's up to date. It was made like 6 years ago. Okay. And are you supposed to have your parents go over things, or who's kind of left in charge to take care of what you guys have, or as a family? I mean, who's supposed to step in? No. Yeah. So in the will, it doesn't say. I mean, you obviously probably weren't planning this back 6 years ago. This is something from 2019. Because that's on the death table. Hopefully, when you guys have found us, saying when you find us, this is the person contact on Cindy, Cindy Cato, and this is where the car is. This is where the life insurance policies are. This is where the will is, and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so that note should explain everything from this newest development in your life, as far as the plan to kill each other and then to move on. Yeah, it doesn't explain anything. It just tells them where everything is. Okay. To contact Aunt Cindy. Well, yeah. That's Megan's Aunt Cindy. Megan's Aunt, yep. And what's her last name again? Copco or something? Her main name is Copco. Yeah, okay. All right. So some of this stuff is for the family. Okay, both sides. Why was Tyler saying he wasn't returning to school this semester? He might not have been returning to school his school that semester because he might have been going to Montessori school. Montessori school. Yeah, he might have been going to a different school. Okay. Why was Megan telling people you guys were coming up for Christmas? And I don't know if that's in person or if that was via text. If that was you telling people via text, then let me know. Or no, we had never said we were coming up for Christmas. Meg never told anybody? Not to my knowledge. For Christmas. I think we'll just sit down here. All right. How did and this is more or less for me too. I mean, this is something that they bring up, but were the children really that receptive to it? Were they that understanding of this pact from the beginning? They can only understand to a certain point because they were children. Correct. Okay. I'm saying 13 and 11. I mean, I have some. They can only understand to a certain point because they're children. Okay. We explained to them and wanted to get your feelings about the aspect of, if mom and daddy die, if mom and daddy take their own lives, and get their feedback. And their constant response with a different excuses question was they want to be with.
He really thinks that somebody's gonna believe that these kids was okay with this. Yeah. This is sick. This really is sick. Pure evil. And shout out to that person who brought this to my attention. This is real pure evil. And this stuff happens all the time. You got some sick parent, mommy or daddy, who's plotting and thinking about this kind of stuff. Got to be careful who you be laying down with. You could be laying down with Satan Jr. or Satan's daughter. Or your mommy and daddy could be Satan Jr. or Satan's daughter. Or your children could be Satan Jr. or Satan's daughter. Resume.
With us. Okay. And what do you think led Megan into researching this? What was her?
God, the ridiculous amount of pain and the ridiculous amount of she couldn't live. She had just a recent miscarriage.
Okay. Tell me about that.
We had one miscarriage before when she got sick.
What was that?
Let's see, I was 11, so it would be about 8 years ago.
Okay. So she had a miscarriage. Where were you guys at 8 years ago?
We were living in Connecticut. We just vacationed down here.
You guys bought that Georgetown a while ago, didn't you?
2005, yeah. We bought it, and then we were expecting Alek, so we decided to go up to family to have a baby. And that increased family tension beyond belief.
Okay. So she miscarried about 8 years ago in Connecticut. All right. Did she go to get any treatment or doctors or anything like that?
She does. When she got sick with that major liver thing, which is really the same thing, she started seeing doctors. We went to doctors up and down, thousands and thousands and thousands.
Where at?
Brigham Women's Children's Hospital. We went to Yale. We went to Hartford Hospital.
And another thing I was thinking about just now, his wife, if I'm correct, she had Lyme disease, so you feel really sick and exhausted. And to him, with narcissists, that's a burden. He probably didn't want to deal with her sickness. You know, her tired all the time, so that means he has to do more work and pull up the weight in a marriage. Well, this is what a couple's supposed to do when you're married, you know, husband and wife, sickness and in health. And that probably was annoying to him. He didn't want to deal with her being sick, you know, because all the attention has to be on him. That's how narcissists are. The attention is supposed to be on him. The focus is on him, not you. Something to think about. Reason.
We went to Bacchus Hospital. We went to.
Was there any primary that she would see back home in Connecticut?
Yes, Dr. He's in Canada. Dr. I can't remember his name, I'm sorry. But the other primary doctor was Dr. Kendra. Kendra. Waterford Crossroads. What is her last name?
If you throw away onion peels, stop.
I can't remember her last name. I'm sorry.
That's what I'm saying. What city? Where was she at? Waterford, Connecticut. Yep. Okay. So she'd been to the doctor up there.
Yep. Multiple.
Yeah. Had she been to any in Kissimmee or in Central Florida?
Not till we came back down here.
Okay. And who was she seeing down here?
She saw a lot by telecommute. She would go to Celebration? She went to Celebration.
Okay. So they would have some type of records of her.
Yeah.
All right. How about the boys? How about Zoe?
Zoe, they went to the Franz Center.
Where?
Franz Center.
Where's that at?
In Orlando.
Okay.
That's about all I can tell you.
How about dentist specifically?
Yeah.
Where at?
Celebration Dentist.
Celebration Dentist?
Yeah.
Everybody? Your wife?
My wife, no. My wife would go to Sage.
Sage Dental?
Sage Dental, yes.
Is that in Orlando?
That's right down in the Loop.
Oh, in the Loop?
Yes.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
And I think my two boys went there also. But I know my two boys went to pediatric dentists.
Perfect.
In addition to Zoe.
Okay. We don't help us, obviously. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Okay, that's good news. And the most recent miscarriage you spoke of? What was that?
That was in September.
September?
Yeah, around September.
What happened?
We took some time away in June. found out we were happy, you know. Went to Nashville, went to all that kind of stuff because the kids got back, everything progressing. Where I started getting sick, there had been a couple times where I would fly in and literally take the next flight out to come back here because she was in such pain. Things progressing, we went to an ultrasound, and it was that whole, oh, maybe this, maybe that, you know.
Where did you go to the ultrasound at?
Celebration ultrasound.
Like Celebration ultrasound or Celebration?
Yeah, in the hospital.
Hospital. You guys go to like the ER, or was it just a regular scheduled?
It was a scheduled ultrasound because we started with the nurse midwives because we weren't sure we were going to do a home birth or not.
Okay.
And because Meg was over 40, they wanted to get us into ultrasound just to make sure, confirm and everything. And there was, couldn't hear anything, couldn't see anything.
How far along?
We want to say it was about 8 weeks, 6, 7, 8 weeks in that aspect.
6 to 8 weeks?
Yeah.
Okay.
We weren't sure, so they rescheduled another ultrasound to go back 2 weeks later. And then I flew back to Connecticut, and that was one of the ones where she literally called me, got a hold of me when I landed, and said, "You need to get back here because I'm having a miscarriage. I'm hemorrhaging."
Okay.
So I flew back, and she had a complete miscarriage. And
Tell me about the miscarriage. Did you go to the hospital?
She went to her nurse midwife, sorry.
Nurse midwife, where at?
I'm trying to remember. I cannot remember the name of it. I apologize. It's in Orlando.
Okay, but there should be some type of documentation.
There should be, yes.
And was there any type of medical procedures or anything like that at that point?
Nope. They would send her things like go get another repeat ultrasound or go get, you know, not repeat ultrasound, but repeat blood work to make sure her, whatever the hormone goes down.
Okay. So she's hemorrhaging. She goes to the hospital. I don't know what. Tell me about it. What happens?
She lays in bed.
Lays in bed. All right. How long went passed by from the time that she was hemorrhaging to when she was seen by the midwife? How long was she in bed?
I don't know. I'll be honest with you.
Okay. Was there an elaborate story that you guys possibly buried something on the property?
It was buried the thing on the property.
You buried
the piece. Yeah.
Okay. Where at?
Underneath the bush in the back.
Underneath the bush in the back. Okay. Where's the bush?
Right by the propane tank.
Bush by the propane tank is where you buried
this little thing.
You said item under.
Yeah, we burned it.
Burned it?
Yeah.
There we go.
Thank you. We burned it, ashes, and then buried the ashes.
So you buried the ashes?
Yes.
Okay. So this will be your house, Tony. Correct? Right here, that's your pool?
Yes.
Okay. Where's the bush and propane tank?
This is a garage.
Okay.
There's a total filter, propane tank is here, bush is right there.
Right here? Okay. Somewhere in that area. Okay. And the propane tank and the bush are right there.
Yep, the bush is, the propane tank is behind the bush.
Okay. Okay, well, that answers that. I mean, there was some concern from the family. Did you guys report that out? Or did you guys?
I have years of coffee stains built up.
North, your family up north about that?
We told some.
Yeah, because some of them, and some of them didn't necessarily know what to believe. Was Megan actually ever diagnosed? I know we talked a little bit about it the other day about possibly like Lyme's disease or something like that. Was she ever diagnosed anything with the kidney pain and everything?
Everybody kept throwing out all different diagnoses, nobody knows what's going on.
Okay. So
she had drug-induced hepatitis.
Drug-induced hepatitis.
Yeah.
And who diagnosed her or whatnot with that?
Brigham and Women's, Brigham and Women's and Children's Hospital.
Okay, where's that at?
Massachusetts.
Mass. Brigham Williams and Children's Hospital would have record of some type documenting her that she has.
Correct.
Okay. Now, some of this is kind of getting off topic here, but I typically don't do this, but in this very extenuating circumstances, I felt that I should try to answer some of the questions that are out there. Obviously, it's been brought up that your finances are a mess.
They're a mess.
Yeah. Does Megan actually know the complexity of your financial mess?
This had nothing to do with the finances, though.
Okay, and that was kind of my...
This has something to do with the fact that because with the transition, the apocalypse coming to the end of the days, coming in December. We needed to make this transition because by the end of December, this is when this was supposed to happen.
The apocalypse and everything by the end of December. Okay. How about if she would have kept the baby? Would you guys still have done this?
This was what's supposed to happen.
I'm just saying, between me and you, because it seems like when you speak about the miscarriage and stuff, that seems like it's a trigger, like it's a stressor.
Depression.
Yeah, absolutely. So do you think, and we can speculate, I don't know, I mean, what's done is done. Do you think that she was going to have, because you said you were joyous, you were happy. Do you think that maybe that would have changed something if she were to keep the baby?
With the knowledge that we had, listening to even then, this is what happened.
Okay. Your beliefs are your beliefs.
Beliefs are beliefs.
Okay. All right. So you were set in stone. There was okay. Did you was notifying the family prior to this ever part of it? Ever part of the plan or anything like that? No. Okay. Keeping it very private, like you said. You were you guys were a very private family. You guys spoke of you guys had a will together. Did Megan have one on her own? Did she have her own will? No. You guys just had a family. Okay. And this is more or less stuff for the attorneys and stuff. But did you guys have any life insurance policies?
Yeah, that's right. It's all in the box.
All in there. Yeah. Okay. You guys spoke about like Knights of Columbus or something.
Columbus, yeah.
Knights of Columbus. Okay, so you know what he's talking about. Yeah. What do you want done with this stuff here in Florida as far as the Georgetown properties and the personal effects inside the home?
Whatever needs to be done.
Okay. I don't get involved in that. I'm here just speaking about the deaths and everything, but I've spoken with the family and I said, listen, that's something that maybe you guys need to work out with some attorneys and stuff. But I just told her I would try to answer some of this.
We don't care. We want to leave everything behind.
Okay. All right. Because obviously if there's photographs and stuff like that, these are their nieces and nephews and grandchildren and that type of stuff and loved ones. They would love to have.
They could have anything they want.
Okay. They love you. They don't understand everything that took place. They're angry, they're hurt, but they're going to hold on to the memories and everything that they've had. And they want to remember the brother before all of this, okay? So they looked up to you and they admired and everything for you. Is there any messages or anything like that you want me to relay to them? Because I will speak with them today.
Just tell them that I love them, but this was done, the decision our family made to do.
Okay.
Maybe not so bluntly, but.
No, that's fine. That's fine. You said ashes earlier. Who's the cremator?
Meg was.
Meg?
Yeah.
Where'd she do it at?
We got a paint can from Celebration Hardware, put the ashes inside of an empty paint can.
So the ashes are actually inside of a pink can buried underneath?
No.
Paint?
Paint, P-A-I-N-T.
Paint?
Yep. We put them inside there, put a little olive oil, put a little bit of sage and burn. Let it burn, and then when they calm down, we dug this little hole and put it in the ground.
In the can? No, just the ashes.
Just the ashes. Didn't want to pollute.
Okay. I understood. Yeah, I got you. All right, let me get you a little bit more water. I need to step out and go over some things real quick. You okay for now? As best we're going to be? Yes. Okay. Give me a couple minutes. Let me sort. Hang tight. Good. Tell me you're back. Let me get you more water. You see the cup or something, whatever you want to do. All right. So, Detective Quinn has a list of kind of the items, the electronics we're going to try and go through. What color phone case did you have on your phone? You got an iPhone, right? Yeah. Was it white or black? Mine was black. Black iPhone? Yes. Okay. But the cover, I don't know what color the phone actually was. So. What about the kit? Because the kit of the phone case black? Yeah, it's a black case. Okay. Remember which kind of iPhone model it was? My personal one was the 10 or the X, whatever it's called. 10, right? Yeah. Okay. Then my son had a similar one, which it looks almost the same. That was Tyler's phone. Okay. I think he had a black case too. Okay. Sorry, I don't make sure it was recording. Sorry. Okay. 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 So some kind of updates from yesterday. So I had the unfortunate task of attending autopsies yesterday. Yeah. It's part of my job. However, everyone is not easy to go through, especially children. All right. I have children of my own, so I often think of mine when I see other children like that. And lots of stuff runs through my head. Sorry. However, some of the
See, he's normal. What's going through his head? He's trying to figure out how could you do such a thing to your children? This is a part of you. You helped to create, and you just ended their lives. Who are you to decide when a person's supposed to live or die? Just because you're a loser, and you always have been a loser, and you wanted control of everything. So you figured, hey, I'll kill them. See, a lot of narcissists, they feel with their children, they just look at them as an extension of themselves. They don't look at children as individuals that have their own mind, their own personality, that they're going to grow up and be somebody and live their own life. They look at them like they own them. You know, I can end your life. I can keep your life going. You're supposed to do what I say. I can control you and everything. They think that they own you. That's how these narcissistic parents feel about their children. They don't love their children. They never have, and they never going to. They're never going to. They don't believe in love. You're just an extension of them. So you're just like a puppet that they can control and do whatever they want to do to. And this is what his mind was. So he doesn't feel guilty about what he did. He doesn't feel anyway. This is his wife. So I killed her, killed the kids, and we all good. Let's just move on. That's his attitude. Resume. Shout out to people in the bushes and everything, hi to you, blessings and all that good stuff. Let's resume.
The evidence noted and some of the injuries that were noted are consistent with some of your statements. Okay. So there are ways, I don't know how much training and education stuff that you have as far as in the medical field. I know you said you're a physical therapist. Blood flow, we spoke of earlier, right? Mm-hmm. So you understand that when a person is dead, their heart is not pumping. Yes. We're all under the same agreement on that. Which means that if there's an injury to a person, like say a stab wound, they would be able to tell All right, if there's no blood that is being pumped at the time of that injury.
Okay.
Okay, which would make that wound post-mortem.
Okay.
After the person has been deceased, after the person has been killed.
Okay.
So, looking back on things, the boys.
Yep.
Are you sure that you stabbed them prior to them being deceased?
Yes. 100% sure, without a doubt.
Okay. So if a doctor, medical examiner tells you that the wounds, or tells me, are done post-mortem, what would you say to that?
Absolutely correct.
Okay.
Absolutely correct.
Okay. You're firm on that?
Firm.
Okay. Because everything we've talked about has been pretty damn consistent. You know what I'm saying? But the biggest things were, she had some concern yesterday that it appeared, and she even noted that the boys' injuries, without a doubt, were done after they were dead. Okay.
I can tell you that absolutely 100%, because after it was done, they jerked and the knife went, and I had to find the knife both times afterwards, after I was done suffocating.
Was the knife in them as they were being suffocated?
No.
So we'll go through this a little bit slower pace before, as far as the death.
Okay.
Okay. Remind me which boy died first.
Alek upstairs.
Alek upstairs. He is 13.
Correct.
Laying in bed.
What do you see?
You have the green knife.
Correct.
Do you have to, in almost an attack fashion, or whatever you want to call it? I mean, I'm sure if he's awakened, as my children would be, they would say something, or they would, see me. Did you have to close his mouth at that point to keep him from preventing?
No. The way he was positioned, the blankets were on top of him, and the stomach was totally exposed. I don't remember if he was wearing a shirt or not, but his stomach was totally exposed, and for some reason he had pillows blocked up on his chest.
Okay.
Where he was sleeping. So I put my hand on top of the pillows with my left hand, my right hand stabbed. Pulled it out, and then he jerked, and the knife went flying underneath the square headboard thing.
Square headboard thing.
The bookcase thing.
Okay.
He started swinging and kicking the wall and that kind of stuff, and that's when I was able to get.
Was your left hand physically on his face?
My left hand at that time was on the pillows that were on his chest.
Okay. So was his face exposed? Could you see him?
If I looked up a little bit, yes.
Okay. So how many times does the knife thrust into him? Once.
Once.
And I can't remember which boy suffered greater injuries. Do you remember?
I don't.
As far as marked wounds.
Those had one wound each.
Well, one was greater than the other because one was more exposed than the other.
Oh, okay.
So almost as if it was maybe a slicing fashion or something like that.
Both of them like this.
How were you holding the knife? Like downward?
Downward, yeah.
Okay. And so you went in like this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You wouldn't go in like this?
No, it was like this, because I was laying like this side.
You were like this, you had his arm over the pillow, and his stomach's here, his head's here, feet are over here.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm right-handed.
Right-handed. You're right with the right-handed.
Yes.
Okay. And Tyler, what happened there?
I was like, yes, on top of him, and I came with him. I don't remember how I held up the knife on that one, to be honest with you. So they were getting in the stomach, I pulled it out, and in the midst of him kicking, the knife went behind the sofa, right between the sofa thing.
So you had to retrieve it in between each kill, right? Mm-hmm. How were you holding it with?
I don't remember how I was holding Tyler, to be honest with you.
You said he was more of a fighter, and that's.
He's stronger, yeah. He's more of a fighter.
So would that be more of a blindsided thing? I mean, Were you quiet about it?
I was quiet about it for both of them.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, that's going to be some of the major discrepancies just between that. I mean, you're saying that was first before the killing or before the death, and the doctor's going to say something else. But other than that, you take full
responsibility once it's done.
Okay.
If I commit suicide right now, I would.
Okay. Well, we're not going to let you do that.
I know.
I've made that very clear to everyone that I've spoken with that you do not want to be here. Okay.
I'm sorry, I have a different belief than you, and I don't just.
No disrespect towards you, and I hope there's none towards me.
No, that's what I meant.
Okay. You've treated me with the utmost respect the entire time.
This evil man keeps saying, he wasn't here. He was with his family. He thinks by saying that everything is okay, what he did. That's his famous word. I wish I was with my family. I wish I was with them. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Really. Resume.
Same from day one. And I've done the same to you.
Yes. That's why I'm not hiding behind lawyers or anything. This is what happened.
I completely commend that. I mean, it's a very tragic thing that you're right. When you spoke the other day, you walked to a beat of a different drum or something like that. You as the family. Absolutely. I mean, you're going to be judged by society on certain things that you've done and a lot of stuff, and whether you care or not, that's up to you. Even by your own family.
That's fine. You don't need to understand everything we did.
Correct.
Megan and I were on the same page. We knew what we needed to do. We did it.
Okay.
That sounds snarky. I'm sorry.
You're fine, dude. Don't listen. You're one of the most polite guys I've had in here. I can tell you that.
One thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
The other day you said that you don't tell everybody, family or friends, your beliefs and all that. Why is that? Because we get judged. You get judged how? We get certain things like, for example, I'm trying not to. Well, remember being recorded right this second?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Everything you've said has been recorded. I just want you to know that.
Will the family hear this?
What family?
My family.
Yeah.
Does it hear this? Okay. Okay. So let me we went out looking at houses, and granted, we have different tastes in houses, different tastes in decorations. This doesn't it. It's always out loud, yeah, must be nice, that kind of stuff, and always kind of belittled that way. So no, a lot of what we believe in, people, they just don't understand why we go organic, why we go gluten-free, why we do this, or why it's always judged. So we just stop telling everybody. Okay. I know that's, we're talking food, we're talking.
What stresses me out?
Our own beliefs, even the fact that we follow a very non-traditional Catholic religion, we're still judged. We're judged. We're judged no matter what we do, you know. So we don't tell people anything.
Well, that's your beliefs, and you can stick by them, and I respect that. Were the kids happy?
They were very happy
Yeah.
with us. They were happy. They lived a very happy life with us.
Yeah.
Too. I do miss them.
Yeah, I mean, I can't get, like we said the other day, I can't understand the children, but if that's something that you guys discuss, yeah, their whole life ahead of them now. These beliefs, when did you guys start kind of getting into the beat of the different drummer and all that type of stuff, and was it?
It's been transitional for a while.
Yeah. Was it you or Meg that was primarily,
I was born a follower.
You were born a follower?
I was more of a follower.
Oh, more of a follower. Good. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, first of all, do you have anything else with me right now? Do you have any questions or any concerns or anything like that right now? Unfortunately, for your sake, we are still on this side, okay? You're not with your family right now.
Oh, he's trying to make himself cry. Oh, he's a.
So you are going to be charged with their murders. You understand that? That's fine. Okay. So, I mean, it's a formality that we have to take part in. Okay. I know you may see things differently.
Oh, I understand.
Okay. Okay. I will make some phone calls to your family just to kind of update them and keep them up to date.
Okay.
Without a doubt, the persons that we pulled from your home are your family. Correct?
Correct, yeah.
It's Megan, Zoe, Tyler, and Alek. Okay. The reason why I kind of went over some of the dentistry and that type of stuff is obviously because of the decomposition, we had a little bit of a delay in that. The family does know, they don't know some of the grotesqueness of it behind it. I've kept it kind of private between us. So we're going to work on, obviously, some DNA stuff and everything like that, and we're going to take it from there.
Yeah, it's the next step.
And I appreciate, like I said, obviously this has been video, audio recorded every which way. As part of this investigation, you've been highly cooperative. You've never denied anything. The only discrepancies that we've had is post-mortem stab wounds versus what your version of events is, and that will be duly noted in my report, in my investigation. Okay.
I'm not lying to you about there. Stop first.
Okay. All right. Okay. So just hang tight for us here. I need one more thing. Yeah, so sorry. No. You've been in the hospital the last couple of days, correct?
I don't know how long I've been.
Okay, well, the last couple of days. Wednesday. Yeah, Monday.
Monday, yes.
Wednesday. You're not on any kind of medication. You didn't get any type of.
They gave me something.
Well, you didn't. You're not under the influence of anything right now. You didn't take anything while you're in the hospital that would alter your mind, your thought process, or.
They gave me something.
Other than not knowing the day of the week, you know where you're at, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. You're at the Osceola County Sheriff's Office and everything like that. Okay.
No, I don't.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. I just wanted to go back and say, I didn't know what the hell I was saying. I'm in sound mind, and that.
Sound mind. I'm here. I did it.
Yeah.
It was over with. Where are you at?
Okay. So Scott, what we do is we're gonna collect some DNA. I have a search warrant for your DNA for some comparisons and stuff. So one of the girls is gonna come in and I'll let you have a moment. Okay. You need more water? Okay. Just let me know if you do. It's let's see what's wrong. 12:53 hours.
After midnight?
Huh?
After midnight?
No, it's in the afternoon. It's daytime.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of it. Of this evil monster right here. What a shame. So, he killed his family. He feels bad. He wish he was with them. Really, sir? Really, sir? Didn't work with the jury. Okay, Jack, do you have any closer thoughts before I end this here? Or maybe it's not there right now. Okay,
What's that?
No, I'm saying, do you have any? It's over the interrogation.
Oh, this is an open and shut case.
Yeah, he's done. He's they found him found him guilty. The whole jury, bunch of BS. But Tuesday I will like I said, Tuesday evening Eastern time around 7:15, 7:30. If you can't make it, you can always watch a replay. And I will show the body cam. Well, basically he first got arrested. And I'll show that in a little bit of clips. And then Thursday, that's when I will show the when he took the stand. That's very interesting. So I'm going to get into that one and show the stand of this narcissistic monster right here. What a shame. This was, her man since high school. Her high school sweetheart that she married, gave her life to, had children by him, and didn't know how she was going to die by the hands of her husband, and that he would kill the children too. Basically, he was just a loser. Everything was going wrong for him because he's a loser. He wasn't responsible, taking out loans, trying to do scams with the insurance company, and he got caught. And I, also feel sorry for the people that was employed by him. They depending on their check. They think they're supposed to get paid. They go take their check to the bank, or what I'm saying, deposit bank, and they trying to figure out, well, where's my money at? And everything is bouncing. Wow, what a shame. What a shame. All right, let me just read these last few comments. I'm going to let everybody go, and thank you for being here because this was a long one. I won't be, the holidays is coming up, the Christmas and New Year, so I won't be going live on the next 2 Sundays. Yeah, something like that. Well, whatever, you'll see. Art says, set the strong, then the only logical alternative is that he wanted to spend the rest of his life institutionalized because they never tried to get away. Chris, what happened? Merry Christmas, everyone. Have a blessed evening. Yes. Happy holidays to everybody. Happy holidays. All right. Strong says, I agree about him having second thoughts, but he never wanted to off himself. Rusty says, good night, everyone. Yes, good night. And see you the next time. Yep, bye. All right. He tried her. He tied her to the bed. Yeah, tied her to the bed. What a shame. So sad. And this stuff happens all the time. Damn, Chris. I'm sorry. Not sure how I hit the wrong button. Oh, maybe I messed up there. Chris, if you got cut off accidentally, sorry about that. Oh, it said he's hitting. Ooh. Okay. Sorry about that. I'll go back into my thing, Chris, and I'll make sure if you accidentally got blocked. So I'll do that as soon as this live is over so I won't forget. So sorry about that, Chris. Accidents happen. And thank you for engaging. And thank you to everybody for engaging here. Thank you everybody for being here because this was a long live. Oh, so you good. Okay, so I'm good. All right, perfect. Okay, good. All right, so everybody, happy holidays and blessings and stuff. See you Tuesday if you can. Hey, you can always watch a replay. See you Thursday if you can. Hey, you can always watch a replay. But remember, like I said, date smart, not thirsty. Be careful out here. Oh my gosh, be careful. But I think she thought she had herself a good one. Her high school sweetheart. What a shame. Didn't end well. All right. Bye, everyone.